Welcome to another video by CGF. A couple of weeks ago, upon searching the internet, I found that the Garmin watches were on sale. Well, Garmin watches are pretty expensive as compared to other smartwatches in the market. So to check what is different from other watches, I went ahead and got myself the Garmin Forerunner 645 Music Edition. The retail price for this watch was at $390, but I got it at a discounted rate of $270. In Indian market, you get this watch around for 43,000 rupees, and I have actually no clue why this watch is so expensive in the Indian market. Telling you frankly, it is actually an expensive smartwatch to get. So now let's unbox the watch now. In the box, we get a charging cable, some manuals, and the watch itself. To start it off, we have to charge it a bit and then connect it with the phone through the Garmin Connect application. Well, that was easy. Now let's see how is the watch designed. The Garmin Forerunner 645 is pretty sturdy, having 5 buttons as it's not a touchscreen. Yes, can you believe I bought a watch which is not a touchscreen in 2020? I understand many people would count it as a downgrade, but you can easily get the hang of it. The rubberized strap can easily be changed as it has a quick release button. Now to review this watch, I actually had to wear this and compare it with some other watches which I had with me. So I had to behave like a stupid person for some days by wearing 2 watches at a time. Upon doing that, I saw some unbelievable results. On normal day-to-day usage, my Samsung S3 Frontier smartwatch was counting more steps as compared to the Garmin Forerunner 645 Music. Until the evening, it was a huge difference between the 2 watches. So to get a more accurate data, I walked around by counting 200 steps in my mind to see which was more accurate. The Garmin watch and the Samsung S3 Frontier counted almost the same amount of steps. The next thing, I was bemused to see that the Samsung watch data was also changing when you were just moving your hands while doing normal chores. Whereas the Garmin never counted such steps. I think Garmin only counts steps when it sees an increase in your heart rate, which actually is a good thing. The reason I'm saying this because other watches other than Garmin are not giving you accurate data and would keep your hopes high by counting nonsensical steps too. So now we have made this clear that the Garmin watch counts the steps accurately. Next thing I was motivated to see is when you complete your step count for the day, the next day it will bump up your step count target by 5 to 10%, which keeps you going. In my last 2 weeks with this watch, the GPS had one glitch. It was rather not a big one, but I never started my walking from the middle of the highway. For a watch with a hefty price tag, it should not even give me a single glitch. And now, if we are talking about the glitches, Garmin went and raised the bar, getting the number 1 spot on the glitches list. They messed up the full application as they had a ransomware attack. It took them 4 to 5 days to fix the issues, which was pretty unimpressive from a company who has also their feet deeply planted in aviation industry. The first week I used this watch, I was totally happy with the watch's interface, the step count and the heart rate sensor. Even the sleep count tracker was pretty accurate as it gives you the data when you were in deep sleep or light sleep. On the Garmin Connect app, you can see your stats for the last 7 days like average heart rate, your stress level, average steps, floors climbed, and many more. Under the Challenges tab, you can challenge your friends or even take part in weekly challenges to compete with other Garmin users. The Calendar tab shows you data of each month day-wise, which is actually great as it helps you to see where you're lagging to achieve your fitness goals. The Garmin Forerunner 645 Music Edition claims that you can add around 500 music tracks through a PC, which you can easily listen to while exercising. I prefer to use the Amazon Music app to add music to this watch, as connecting to a PC is too old school. Keep in mind, the battery will drain quickly in such cases. Now let's talk about the battery. Well, the battery is great on this watch as it gives me around 4 to 5 days of battery life even when I'm using the GPS for 1 hour per day. There are 2 particular reasons for such a good battery life. First one being that you cannot take any calls on this watch, and the second being the screen does not have an LCD display and an always on display feature on this watch. But you can light it up like your old traditional watches with a click of a button. Many of the features are normal across all the smartwatches, like listening to music through Bluetooth headset, weather forecast, different exercising regimes to choose from, checking your stress level throughout the day, NFC Pay, and many more. So overall, if I have to give my verdict on this watch, I would say that this watch is the most accurate I've ever seen, and on top of that, the battery life is great. On the negative side, the watch could get rid of the 5 buttons by getting just a simple touchscreen LED display. As for now, I myself would be happy to use the Samsung S3 Frontier. So that's all for my views on the Garmin Forerunner 645 Music Edition. Please leave a like and a comment in the comment section, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're a gadget freak like me.